Mark chapter 8. Mark chapter 8. And so he's just telling us there, like, look, we're going to have to deal with some stuff in this life. It's not going to be an easy walk to salvation, but thank God for it. That's what he was telling us in that Hebrews chapter 12. Mark chapter 8, and let's pick this up in verse 27.
And Jesus went out and his disciples into the towns of Caesarea Philippi, and by the way he asked his disciples, saying unto them, Whom do men say that I am? And they answered, John the Baptist, but some say Elias, and others one of the prophets. And he saith unto them, But whom say ye that I am? And Peter answered and saith unto him, Thou art the Christ.
Okay, let's skip down to verse 34.
And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, Whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Okay, let's go to let's go to Romans chapter 12. Romans chapter 12. We got one more after this. So I hope that we're seeing through the scriptures that the price for salvation, it's not as easy as it may sound. Now, I'm not trying to deter anybody from walking the path of salvation. I just want you to consider the cost. I want you to realize this so that when your day is getting rough and it get tough, that you realize that the Lord is dealing with his children and not with a bastard. Because he could just let you roam free. He could just let you do whatever the heck you want to do. Don't put you through nothing. Let life go on by. And on the day of judgment, you'll be like, But Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name? And when he going to say, I know you, depart from me, ye worker of iniquity. You know, that's how the Lord looks. So be glad when you go through your trials and your tribulations. This is the cost. This is being tried in the gold. Tried in the fire. You know, just like when you get some gold out of the ground, it's a nugget. Man, if you was in the place of that gold, man, that gold get beat to death and thrown in fire and then you know when it's all said and done, you wearing it around your neck or on your hand or something, looking beautiful. Well, that's the same thing that's going to happen with us, brothers and sisters. Let's go to Romans chapter 12 and let's pick it up in verse 1.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
So he said, look, man, this your reasonable service to present your body a living sacrifice. Your body, go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world.
And don't be conformed to this world. Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
See, we need to see some action that you're going to prove what this will of God is. Go ahead.
For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Mm-hmm.
For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office.
Okay, that's good. Let's go to our last scripture, Matthew chapter 13. I like these couple little parables we're going to read here. Matthew chapter 13. And again, man, just like this is the price. This is the price of admission. You know what I'm saying? When we go deal in our life and we go through our trials and tribulations, just think to yourself and say, well, I guess it's worth it to get salvation. You know what I'm saying? If this is what I got to go through to get my salvation, then it's all good. I got to lose this. I got to lose that. And times get rough. You just look at the prophets when times get rough and you see what they dealt with. Don't leave the faith. Don't lose your faith. Increase your faith. Improve yourself. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be renewing ourselves daily so that we hopefully sit with the Lord, like he said in Revelations. We'll be able to sit with him and sup with him.